Hey, I'm Jesse Hunt with Unofficial. We're a web design and digital marketing agency located in downtown Memphis. Since 2002, I've been helping Mid-South businesses just like yours improve their websites and find more customers on the internet. Today, I'm going to perform a video website audit on your website that'll show you some areas for improvement that might be hurting your business. The entire audit will take 15 to 20 minutes and should leave you substantially more informed about what's working and what's not working so well on your website. I hope you'll find the audit informative and that you'll keep me in mind if you ever need some help working on your existing website or building a new one. Thanks a lot for watching. Let's get started.
Hey Allison, so here we are on the home page of your website. We're at dyslexiamississippi.com, and what I want to do is click through a few of the pages, talk a little bit about what I'm seeing here on your website, just kind of hit on the high points of what I see that the website's doing well, what I see that it's not doing so well, where I think you might be able to make some improvements. From there, we'll click over, we'll look at a few tools that Google gives us and see what Google's thinking about your website. We'll look at some search results, see how you're doing in the search results and the search engine rankings, and then we'll come back to your website. We'll look at a couple utilities that I've got installed here on my computer to get a better understanding of what's happening behind the scenes on your website. So when I land on your website, I guess the first thing I notice, I see the big logo here, and then I see the kids that are scrolling through the pictures there. I guess my overall perception of the website as I scroll down through here is it seems to get the job done, but it seems maybe a little boring. And let me just say, I don't hold back during these audit videos. I'm not trying to offend anybody or anything like that, but I'll give you my complete honest answers. I'll tell you what you're doing great, and I'll tell you what you're doing horrible too. So I mean no offense, but at any rate, it looks maybe just a little bit dated to me. I'm not even sure why I say that, other than I get down here and you got all this blank space over here and all this blank space up here, and it looks a little dated. Other than that, the information seems to be good. I like the scrolling pictures here. Kind of wish they filled up the whole area there. So maybe some different pictures there would work better. As we click through here, all the navigation, I've clicked through some of these pages already. All the navigation seems to work pretty well. I'd like to see a little more text on some of these pages. Google really likes a lot of text. Google doesn't like pictures, rather, it's not that they don't like pictures. Google doesn't understand pictures the way that they understand text. So if you want to rank well in the search engines, one of the keys to that is giving Google lots of text. So I would shoot for 400 or 500 words a page probably, and just guessing based on what I see here, this looks like maybe a couple hundred words or something like that. So I would probably double the amount of text that you've got on each page. Doesn't all have to be at the top of the page. You can break it up with pictures and put some down toward the bottom and things like that. This page has quite a bit of content. This is pretty good. I like that you've got some videos incorporated through the website. I definitely think that's a good thing. One thing I notice, I don't see anywhere on the website, I don't see any really obvious calls to action. I'd like to see some, maybe a form on every page that, it's a different color, it stands out with a button to submit the form, makes it really easy for people to get in touch with you. That would increase the number of leads that you get from the website. I see that you've got your business name, address, and phone number down here at the bottom. I like that you've got that on every page. That's actually really important, so that's a good thing. But I wish you had your phone number up here in the header. When somebody's ready to get in touch with you, there's no reason to make them look for the phone number. Just put it there where they can find it. So we click through here. I think most of these pages look pretty good. I like this. I like these expandable tabs here on a frequently asked questions page, so good job there. Like the reviews, probably, I don't know if it's appropriate for the age of your the people that are leaving these reviews or not. But if it's appropriate, pictures or videos always go a long way to increase the trustworthiness of reviews like that. So you might consider adding that if that's appropriate in your line of work. This page looks pretty good. Location. Yep, I like this page. This looks good. I would consider incorporating a Google map here that has like a pin that shows where you're at and allows people to zoom in and out and pull driving directions. One, it helps people to better understand your location. And two, those maps, because it's a Google map and it's got your address embedded into it, it helps Google to believe or to view your address as more trustworthy. So it'll help you to show up in the search engine rankings. I would recommend adding that for sure. And then the contact page, I like the form. Wish you had your name, address, and phone number here on this contact page, probably above the form. So I would probably recommend adding that. All right, let's click over and look at some other stuff. So I'm gonna go back to your home page here, and then the next tab I've got open. All right, so back on your website, this is dyslexiamississippi.com, and then I managed, as I was preparing for this audit, I stumbled across this website, dyslexiawv.com. From what I can tell, this seems to be a West Virginia arm of the same business, which is cool. That's good. My problem here is a lot of the content on your website, the Mississippi version of the website, is identical to the content that's on this West Virginia version of the website. For example, what is dyslexia? We'll click that, and we'll come over here, what is dyslexia? And as soon as these load, so here, what is dyslexia? What is dyslexia? Dyslexia is a result of an inherent mental gift or talent. People who develop dyslexia think in pictures rather than words. All right, let's click over to the West Virginia version. What is dyslexia? Dyslexia is a result of an inherent mental gift or talent. People who develop dyslexia think in pictures rather than words. That's a problem. That's Google refers to that as duplicate content. Anytime you have two websites with identical content, Google devalues one, if not both of them. So by having identical content on both versions of your website, you're ultimately hurting at least one of the two websites and maybe both. I would definitely recommend changing maybe the whole website, but at the very least changing the content on one of the versions of the website so that they're entirely different from one another and that they don't have exactly the same text. That'll definitely help you from being penalized by Google. The other thing I noticed that I thought was a little bit weird, I noticed that you're on Tournament Drive in Memphis, but your website address is dyslexiamississippi.com, which seems confusing to me. I don't understand that, and I would guess that might confuse some of your customers or patients. I'm not sure how you refer to the people that do business with you, but I would assume that might be a holdup for some of them as well, or at least a point of confusion. So I'm curious why you did that, if there's a good reason for that or not. All right, next up here, this is a tool provided by Google to web developers. It's called the Mobile Friendly Test, and as you can see, I've already plugged in your website address. Google wants to see that websites are mobile friendly, and they say, awesome, this page is mobile friendly, so yours is, and because it is mobile friendly, I won't get too bogged down in talking about the importance of that or any of that good stuff. We'll just move on, but good job there. Good to see that you're mobile friendly. All right, next thing here. What I've done is I just went to Google and I did a quick search. I typed in New Horizons Dyslexia Center. Now, what I was hoping to find is this box that you see over here on the right. So this is great. Unfortunately, when it comes up, it shows your West Virginia address. So it's not pulling you, even though I'm here in Memphis and I searched your business name. I'm getting your West Virginia office instead of your Memphis office. Think that's a problem. I went a step further here in the next tab and I typed New Horizons Dyslexia Center Memphis and searched, and as you see, Google didn't pull up that box. The reason for that, I believe, is that you probably don't have a Google local listing. That's a huge problem. A lot of times when you do a search, Google will show local results along with a map listing at the top of the page before they get to like the regular search engine results. And if you don't have a Google local listing, there's absolutely no chance that you're going to show up in that map result. So definitely think we need to get you set up with a Google local listing, get that optimized, and do some things to help make that show up in the search results. So definitely need to work on that. All right, I'm going to close this tab. Next thing, I tried to put myself in the shoes of somebody that was looking for your service and said, if I was looking for this service, what might I type into Google to find it? And so the first thing I typed here, dyslexia treatment, Memphis TN. I believe that was actually a search. As I started typing, Google suggested that it be formatted that way. So anytime Google suggests it, that implies that people are searching for it that way. This is the 3-pack map result I was talking about earlier. As you can see, you're not showing up here, and I'm not at all surprised because, as I said, you don't have a local listing, so it's not really possible for you to show up here right now. I can definitely help you fix that, though. If we scroll down from there, down here, this is what we call organic results. This has to do with having a website that's built right, has the right keywords in the right places the right number of times, and has other websites that link back to you. There's a lot of stuff that goes into it, but as we scroll down through here, your website doesn't show up at all on the first page of Google's search results here. For dyslexia treatment Memphis TN. I would assume that that's probably a keyword that you'd like to be showing up for, and so if you're looking for more business from keywords like dyslexia treatment Memphis TN, we should probably have a talk about what can be done in order to improve your search engine rankings. I'll close that tab. I did one more search here. I searched Memphis Dyslexia Program, and this time Google did not show the map results. But as we scroll down through here, once again, you're not showing up at all on the first page of Google search results. So I definitely think it's a missed opportunity. If those are keywords, I'm making a slight assumption here that those are keywords that you would want to show up for. They certainly seem logical based on what I see on your website. I think there are some things that can be done to help you show up here and help you get a better return on investment from your website. So let's talk about that. All right. I'm going to come back to your website real quick. Go to your home page. And once it loads, all right, I've got this little utility installed on my browser over here. Now, this is called the Google Tag Assistant. It scans your website and looks for any Google tags that might be within the code. As you can see here, you have one tag installed. This is called Google Analytics, and that's perfect. That's what I was hoping to see. I'm curious to know whether or not you are aware of Google Analytics, whether or not you use that, whether you look at that data, and if you do, whether you understand what it is that you're looking at. If not, we should go through your Google Analytics sometime and let me kind of show you a few of the important things that you should be looking at. But basically, Google Analytics tells you how much traffic you're getting, where that traffic's coming from. So are they coming from Google? Are they coming from Facebook? Are they coming from some kind of industry website? What do they do once they get to your website? Do they land on the home page and immediately leave? Or do they click through a few of the pages, read some content, hang around for 3 to 5 minutes, and then go to your contact page and fill out a contact form? Obviously, that's what you want people to do. You want people getting in touch. So really, Google Analytics helps you to better understand how people use your website, how it's performing as a marketing tool, and whether or not you're getting a good return on investment from your website. So definitely need to be looking at your Google Analytics if that's not something that you're currently looking at. All right, I'm going to pull one more thing here. This is a utility that I've got here called SEO Quake, and we'll click right here. Now this pulls what they call a page SEO audit. So it scans through your website and just gives us a real quick look at what's been done to optimize your website for the search engines and tells us if you've got some problems going on. All right, so title is real important. We want to see some keywords in your title. Your title is New Horizons Dyslexia Center serving Memphis, TN, and Mississippi. That's okay. It could use a little work, I think. I would recommend that you have Dyslexia and Memphis TN closer together. So it might say like this New Horizons Dyslexia Center, and then you might have a dash or something like that. And then it might say Memphis TN dyslexia treatment or something like that. I would try to put a complete keyword phrase not separated by other words in there. Meta description looks pretty good. Headings are usually like bold sections of text on your website, so I would expect that this right here is probably a heading. This right here might be a heading. And so if we come back over here, your headings, those are exactly the two headings on your website. Welcome to New Horizons Dyslexia Center, and then serving the Memphis, TN, and northern Mississippi area. These need to have keywords in them. I would work on improving these heading tags so that they incorporate your keywords into the page. You got another little error here. You have images that don't have alt text. I mentioned earlier that Google doesn't really understand pictures. Alt text is a little bit of code that you attach to your images that tells Google exactly what the image is about. So Google can't understand that a picture is a picture of a kid with dyslexia, but if you put it in the alt text, then you describe that image to Google and you say, hey, this is a picture about a kid with dyslexia, and it increases the likelihood that Google is going to send you traffic whenever people are looking for dyslexia-related keywords. All right, if we scroll down here, everything else looks pretty good. One other thing here, you got says your page does not use micro formats. Micro formats is a way of associating your business name, address, and phone number in a way that Google can understand it, and so you might consider adding that to the website. But I think your main things that I see that are potentially really big problems are you don't have a Google local listing. Your website is very, very similar, even with duplicate content, to another website. And then just overall, you're just not doing well in the search engines. I think you could use some search engine optimization work in order to help improve your search engine rankings. So I'm going to stop right there. Don't want to take up too much of your time or overwhelm you here. I hope you found this to be informative and interesting and useful. My goal here is to become a resource to you. I would absolutely love to earn your trust and ultimately earn your business. I want to be your go-to website and internet marketing pro. So if you like what you're hearing here and you feel like I'm hitting on some good points, then let's have a chat and see if there might be a way for us to work together. My cell phone number is 901-491-6490. Give me a buzz. And I'm going to package this video up. I'm going to shoot it over to you in an email here in a few minutes, and then I'll follow up with you. If I haven't heard from you in the next few days, I'll follow up with you in a few days just to make sure that you got the video, see if you had a chance to watch it, see if you had any questions, and see if there's anything that I can help you with. So thanks a lot for watching. If you'd like to chat before I get around to calling you, though, please don't hesitate to call me. My cell phone, 901-491-6490. Thanks a lot for taking the time to watch. I look forward to talking to you real soon. Bye-bye.